What's up, guys? It's your boy James, aka 68J. The greatest way to start your day on this Tuesday is with the Crypto for Life family. Let's get right into it. Market cap, $2.46 trillion. Crypto doing this thing. Bitcoin, 66,783. We got Ethereum at 3236. We cover the top 10 on these quick little shows that we do. It's BNB at 606. We got Solana at 159. XRP, 54 cents, almost 55 cents. Dogecoin coming in at 16. TON in the top 10. It's at 568. Cardano at the number 10 spot at 51 cents. Let's get right into it. On Fiat Link, it shows a global price of 55 cents for the almighty XRP. Let's keep this party moving. XRP worth only 0.0064 on January 1st, 2017. My man Edo Farina says. Then the price jumped to $2.30 January 1st, 2018 in 1 year. Whoa! A 36,000% increase. Still in the show from BTC and all other crypto. Know what you hold, baby. That's the name of the game. History will repeat itself. But this time he expects, not financial advice, 100,000% rally. What? Good Lord. Woo! I'm not selling it. Neither am I. We can become richer than Wall Street, they cry. In 2018, Ripple co-founder Chris Larsen becomes, at that time, richer than Google co-founder Larry Page. What? $59.9 billion to be exact versus Larry's $58.4 billion. Know what you hold. Also in 2018, Ripple topples Ethereum and takes the number 2 spot, and you wonder why they came after Ripple. There's an indication right there. The number 2 spot, just under Bitcoin, with a 36,000% growth in 2017 to 2018 is expected to be even bigger this time around. Good Lord. Jack the Ripper comes out and says, Ripple has filed a motion to strike new expert materials. The SEC submitted in support of its motion for remedies and entry of final judgment. Final judgment is on its way. XRP. You guys could probably tell I'm a little bit stuffy. That's okay. You guys are still here with me. Let's keep it going. This is the judgment here. And what it says, or the summary, it says, actually a letter to Judge Netburn. It says, Defendant Ripple Labs, Inc. Ripple moves to strike new expert materials. The SEC submitted in support of its motion for remedies and entry of final judgment. See ECF 948. Submitted, it says, in the form of a declaration and 2 supporting exhibits prepared by new expert witness Andrea Fox. The parties have met and conferred. The SEC opposes this motion. Now, if you get into this right here, it says the parties engaged in more than 3 months of remedies discovery. During that time, Ripple served a supplemental expert report on disgorgement, and the SEC disposed Ripple's disgorgement expert. Okay, the SEC waited until the filing of its remedies. Motion to submit the Fox declaration setting forth its remedies, theories, and calculations. The Fox declaration contains accounting analysis and substantive conclusions about remedies that federal rule of civil procedure and this court orders required the SEC to disclose during discovery. The SEC's untimely submission is precisely the type of sandbagging, hucksters, fraudsters, tricksters, you gotta love it, is designed to prevent. It should be struck. So, you guys gotta excuse me again, I'm feeling a little bit stuffy. Would be on my very first recording, but hey, we're gonna keep this party rolling. Jeremy Hogan says, the SEC has big legal problems to address if it wants to get a win against Ripple. Not gonna happen. And I still think, that's what he's saying, it squandered its opportunity to get ahead with its first brief. I will be going live tomorrow to discuss this with who? No other than our man, John Deaton at Crypto Law US. 1.95 billion is what they want, or 10 million, or maybe crap, Shikaka. Maybe that's good Lord. What will it be? We'll see. Let's keep it going. Garlandhouse says, feels appropriate that we file our response on the same day that the SEC, two of the SEC lawyers resign for their misconduct, hucksters, fraudsters, tricksters, in the debt box case. I probably jacked that word up. The U.S. will be picking up the pieces of the agency's disastrous policies along with Gensler. Long after Gensler is gone. Damn it. I need to freshen up on my reading. And feeling stuffy. That's okay. You ain't got to be perfect to deliver the message. Stuart Alderay says, our opposition to the SEC's request for $2 billion in penalties for legacy institutional sales is now public. In a case that had no allegations or findings of recklessness or fraud, in which Ripple won on significant issues, the SEC asks is just more evidence of its ongoing intimidation against all of crypto in the U.S. We remain confident, that the judge will approach this final remedies phase fairly, meaning tell them to go screw off. Brad Garlhouse fired a shot that will be heard around the world. This comes from my man, the Bearable Bull. If the SEC and Gary Gensler hasn't wasted time suing Ripple, or wasn't wasting time suing Ripple, and meeting with Sam Bankman-Fried, getting paid, give me some money. Let me stop. Maybe we could have avoided some of the fraud that occurred in the crypto space. Facts. Gotta make sure I saw it on my phone. Let's keep this going. Let's see what Brad had to say in this.
What you hear, and you talk about how this is becoming somewhat of a partisan issue. I've spoken with a lot of Democratic lawmakers, crypto skeptics about this, and they cite fraud often, that a lot of people are defrauded through crypto scams. Also things, questioning whether or not blockchain ultimately really does anything new that can't be done already, that it's just trying to recreate something for no good reason and potentially bad things come with it. How much more work needs to be done to push back against that kind of narrative?
Well, I mean, the fraud point, and again, you and I talked a little about this backstage. The FTX fraud wasn't a crypto fraud. I mean, yes, it was a fraud.
The fraud.
I don't know, like it absolutely wasn't unique that this happened to crypto. There's other frauds that, in some cases, were even a bigger scale than what happened there. So, when I hear people say, "Well, we need legislative solutions around." To prevent FTX. It's like, well, maybe if Gary Gensler and the SEC weren't so focused on going after Ripple and meeting openly with Sam Bankman-Fried, maybe we could have actually avoided some of that, right?
Maybe if you did your damn job, Gary, The 2024 version of Pinocchio being puppeteered by Elizabeth Warren. If you did your job, maybe we wouldn't be in this position, Maybe Ripple would, or XRP would still be at number 2, Okay, I'm just saying. Pay attention. James K came out with this right here. This post, if you open it up, it kind of goes through the case. You guys can actually go over it in its entirety. There's 3 main parts that's being shown here. This is the table of contents, but you can see right here the 3 main parts. The SEC fails to show that any injunction is warranted. Okay, that's the first one. The SEC fails to show that any disgorgement is warranted. Did I just say that? I did. Okay, injunctions warranted, discouragement. Okay, and then any civil penalty should not exceed $10 million. How about $10? Let me stop. You guys want to check that out? Make sure you guys do that. Let's see. My man James over Metal Lawman, absolutely amazing guy. Let's see what he had to say. He was actually on with The Wolf, and he talks about the whole disgorgement issue. Let's listen in.
The bigger argument here, in my view, is Ripple caught a very, very lucky break recently. The Second Circuit Court of Appeals ruled at the end of last year that in order for there to be disgorgement, there have to be victims of the fraud, victims of the securities law violation.
Yep.
There has to be something called pecuniary harm, and that means losses, actual losses. So when you read the SEC's filing on their damages theory, they have a heading saying, hey, no problem, there's pecuniary harm here, but they don't actually identify a single purchaser of XRP who lost money. What they say is some purchasers, and remember, we're talking about sophisticated institutional buyers, hedge funds, VCs, whales buying XRP, and they bought at discounts and then presumably sold, not the next day, but periodically. And so the SEC says some of the buyers got a lower discount than others, and therefore they were pecuniarily harmed, which does violence to that term. There have to be actual losses, and they do not identify a single quote unquote victim institution that lost money in their deal because they bought all of this XRP at some significant discounts. Yeah, and just to tie a bow on it, this concept of disgorgement, while it is a party who's done something wrong, issued an unregistered security, is supposed to give back their net profit from doing that, that money is supposed to go to victims, not to the Treasury. And so if there are no victims, the entire rationale for the disgorgement goes away. And so if there's no disgorgement, by the way, Scott, then there's no 200 million in interest.
Right.
Interest triggers off of disgorgement, and so that would go away. Now, caveat is you can still have a penalty in the absence of victims and a disgorgement judgment, but it would be weird for an $850 million penalty in a situation where there's no disgorgement, no victims, no restitution fund, no nothing.
That's right.
That would be pretty odd. And so the court then would have a lot of discretion in establishing what the penalty might be. And I think it'd be substantially lower than that 850.
Like Ripple just said, how about $10 million and get the hell out of here? Forgive me, guys. I had to cut off because my sneezing just got ridiculous. So first recording, that's okay. We're going to get past it. Guys, also do me a favor. Make sure you go over to our Crypto for Life page. Check out our incredible content. We go live each and every day. As a matter of fact, we're going to start doing a recording somewhere between, just keeping it under 15 or 20 minutes. And then we're going to be doing our lives. We're still going to be doing interviews. But if you guys want to check out all of the incredible content that we put up, it's a Rolodex of phenomenal information. Everything from what to do, what not to do. Is not financial advice. It's just, my opinion, strategies. There's success stories. There's not so successful stories. People who've won big and created millions to people who've lost everything. We've brought some incredible mindsets to the forefront. We've had celebrities on. We've done so many different things, guys. Make sure you check it out. Crypto for Life. Appreciate you guys in a major way. Also go over to our Crypto for Life X page, which is at James_68J. Make sure you guys check it out and support everything that we're doing. We appreciate you guys in a major way. I believe that's everything we have here. So, guys, I appreciate you. Make sure you guys check us out each and every day. It's your boy James, a.k.a. 68J. And until next time, we'll see you guys later. Peace.